This is what typically will happen. The trader will be in a rush to get into a live trade, impatience, and they'll be met with a losing trade, and they'll take it and hold it too long and take a larger loss than they otherwise would normally take in their system. As soon as you lose control over what you're focused on following in terms of your rules, you need to stop. Even if it's a losing trade that you end it with, stop. That's the easiest solution to fixing tailspins. I want you to completely grow comfortable with seeing transactions that do not pan out, because that does not end your career. Okay? They're speed bumps, folks. And over your career, if you added up every single negative transaction, one that's not profitable, it's going to be a lot of money if you are in the business long enough. So get accustomed to seeing it. Don't fear it. Don't be swayed by it. Don't feel like you're a failure because of it. You need to be attentive to it, but don't fear it. Okay? And it's right about now, the trader, in my opinion, would encounter some internal struggle where they're trying to find their own groove. Okay? And you only do that by getting in there and actually executing. So in the beginning, you want to be mindful of not over trading. Don't do a whole lot of transactions. It is as beneficial as you can make it, as long as you're not blowing the account out. So if you're taking lots of transactions for the sake of overcoming the anxiety of entering, okay, lots of transactions can overcome that. And you get in, as soon as you get the transaction entered, you exit it, and then watch how the trade pans out. That's the only way you're going to be able to do it. Student that has been doing demo only, there's a great chasm of learning that separates demo and live trading. So some of the things that I have seen over the years as a mentor is fear of executing. And the questions come up like, I see the setup, but I'm afraid to take and pull the trigger. The only thing you can do is pull the trigger. You have to do that. So the way you would go into that systematically to desensitize yourself from it is put the trade on, eat the cost of the commission, and whether the trade is profitable or not profitable by the time you exit it, that's how you do it. And then you study what transpired after your execution. And it's just a matter of doing that over and over again, and what will happen is you'll grow more confident in your execution model. What's your framework? Is it a fair value gap? Is it an order block? Is it an optimal trade entry? Is it a breaker? All the things that I'm teaching, or it may not even be what I'm teaching. It may be something else that you have, or maybe you developed yourself. Whatever that model is, if you're fearful of taking a trade or executing it in a live account, you desensitize yourself by just simply taking lots of trades. And Larry Williams said that's what he did. He was fearful of taking a trade, and the only way he beat it was just taking trades over and over and over again. And then more or less, that's how I did it too as a commodities trader back in 1992. And it works, but you have to be careful not to blow the account and overstay your welcome. And when you don't feel it, you don't see something, you don't execute. You leave it alone. Then you have another day here where you feel like you missed a move and you get spiteful and you go, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to try to get what I want to get. And then you end up over trading again. What's the solution to this? What do you do to correct this right here? Lower your frequency of trade. Set yourself a boundary on the next trading day. 1 or 2 at most trades. If you start going over 3 and all that, you're asking for trouble. You force yourself to stop. Don't take any trades. Just observe. Go back to tape reading.